Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton, Adult1095, which is another Transformers video, and today we're taking a look at something I haven't looked at since I got it. I felt like going ahead and taking a look at it, so today we're taking a look at the Combiner Wars Devastator. Starting off this video, we're going to take a look at one of the weakest ones of the bunch, that being the leader, Scrapper. So, right off the bat, front-end loader as he's supposed to be. Now, I did get, I believe this was the Hasbro Asia version from TF Source. Again, this was like 5-6 years ago, so probably a little bit longer. It's like right near the end of Combiner Wars, so maybe 2016. Anyways, it did come with some stickers that I've applied here. I didn't apply the whole sheet, but he is a front-end loader, payloader, whichever you want to call it. It is not a bulldozer. Bulldozers have a blade. This is a front-end loader. So, getting that out of the way, it does roll really well, especially for these clipped-on wheels. I mean, this one has the peg and it's clipped on. I think that peg or that pin is just for the joint, but you get that. So it is primarily this green plastic. You get a little bit of purple in there for robot mode. You do get the purple windows, of course, the Decepticon symbol there. Overall, very simple. You do get the scoop going up to here. You can also bring it up like that. It does suck that the joint here doesn't move to get it that full proper loader look. You can still do what you need to do. So transformation on this guy is really simple. So you just unpeg the arms, bring down the front of the leg, flip out or flip down the foot. Same thing on this side, flip down the foot, bring these back. And there are two holes, two pegs. Those will form the back of the leg. So go ahead and undo that on that dovetail clip. Let's get them straightened out here. Bring this whole back, or the blade piece, or scoop back. Go ahead and flip out his hands. And I did forget to show his weapons in vehicle mode, but we'll go right back to it because it is simple enough. Straighten up those arms, pull out the head, bring this up, and clip it into place. So there we have Scrapper in robot mode, and he looks really good. Like, he looks good. The biggest problem is well, lack of stability and lack of elbow joints. So I guess for stability reasons, they nixed the joint there. Although Takara would include this in their version of it, it just sucks that Hasbro, for whatever reason, decided it was unnecessary to include, because I believe the Takara one had a clip to hold it in place, so I don't know why Hasbro just didn't go with the Takara version. I don't know. But you do get some nice cartoon and toy-inspired details here with, you know, the silver here on the thighs, the details here on the waist. Got the silver and red there as well in the abdomen. Got some silver, black, and red all throughout the chest there. Really nice mouth plate along with that design there on the helmet. For articulation that he does have a ball jointed head. Don't get too much out of it, but you still get 360. A little bit side to side, a little bit up and down. 360 at the shoulders. Do get kind of a butterfly joint, and you get all the way up to there. And you get a bicep swivel, and then wrists go in and out. So that's really it for that. Nothing at the waist, but you can do the little teapot thing. Get forward and back, all the way out. Get a thigh swivel. Very long thigh and 90 degrees at the knee. Ankle tilt, and a little bit forward on the ankle. Now, as far as weapons go, you can go ahead and give him, where are they? Yeah. These wing pieces. You can just plug into his hand, and you can kind of use them as swords, or I guess cleavers, I don't know. So there's that. So to get him back in the vehicle mode, go ahead and put the hands in, clamps that all back in, keep the arms out, pop the head in, and do this. Flip the, actually make more sense to key those back together and then unpeg them from the front of the legs, flipping them up, into place, bring that up, collapse, up, collapse, and then just tab the arms into the front of the robot feet. And there we have Scrapper back in vehicle mode, and to display him with his weapons, there are these exhaust pipes here that these will just kind of peg onto, kind of give it that original toy look that you could put the chest piece from Devastator onto there. So there is Scrapper. Now onto a controversial one. Here is Mixmaster. Now this does exist as an actual cement mixer, but if you want, you can display it like that with these exhausts pointing forward as, you know, like I guess armored up windows and the grill. Doesn't make much sense to use this as the actual front of the cement truck, because 4 wheels to the front, 1 at the back. It just looks weird. I know DNA did do, or no, Perfect Effect did do an upgrade to give this the full, you know, cab, but for accuracy's sake of the toy, this is what it is. Yeah, I know it's not accurate to the original, but I guess it fits with their scale. Like, these are bigger cement trucks. So it is, of course, the typical Constructicon green. You got the purple there for the windows. Same with the back here. Purple plastic for the drum and the funnel here. You do get some yellow. Oh, those are stickers. Yellow stickers here. Get the silver, black there. Silver for the fuel tank. You got some more stickers here that I've applied. And silver for the exhaust. Nothing on the rims except for those green bags. This is where it all really started with Combiner Wars. So anyways, getting him into robot mode, it's simple again. So untab the arms from the side here. Then just kind of wiggle these up. Just like that. Untab this from back here and just bring the legs down. Split them here. And then it's a matter of bringing this piece back, flipping the head up, and clipping that back into place. So there we have Mixmaster in robot mode, and he looks pretty good. For the most part, accurate to how he's supposed to look. Real quick for comparison, there he is with Scrapper. So he is a little bit taller, but I mean, all the Constructicons were slightly varying in size. Not too crazy degree like some of these are, but yeah. So anyways, there he is. Got some more purple plastic showing now. You got some more of that silver, the red, gold, a little bit of black here. Very nicely done head there with the kind of Decepticon symbol for the helmet. Now, as far as the weapon you're supposed to use with him, it's the centerpiece of the chest because it mimics the blasters that he's got on top of his head. So just go ahead and give him that. And there you go. Again, also got some stickers on here. Just go ahead and remove that for now. We'll go over articulation. Head is on a ball joint, although you're mostly just going to use the swivel. Get him looking around. 360 up to there. You do get an elbow joint, although it is leaves a big gap there. And you do get a elbow swivel. Nothing at the wrist. Nothing at the waist, except for the other side doing the little teapot thing for combined mode. Anyways, forward, not so much back. You do get all the way out. Thigh swivel, not even 90 at the knee, and it's worse of a joint than Scrapper's, because yeah, you'd expect a knee joint to be, you know, to elevate the leg. No. You do get ankle tilt all the way out, mostly due to combination, but there we go. So again, transformation back to truck mode is simple. Go ahead and bring this back, flip this down, close that back up. Go ahead and tab the legs back together, bring it down, clip that in, bring the arms down. And there we have Mixmaster back in cement truck mode. Again, rolls well, but very loudly. I think it's just the way this one is up against the body. Same with this one. These ones, not too bad. Especially that one's really good. So Maybe it's supposed to sound like the vehicle rolling. I don't know. Now moving on to Hook. He is a crane truck. Now, kind of, again, like the others, a lot of budgetary stuff went into this. So you cannot telescope the hook, neither does the hook at the front move. You just get up and down, no rotation. So that's all the action you get out of this. Now, it does roll, although it does squeak really loudly. And again, typical constructor ground green. You got purple in the center, purple windows. You got some silver here for the lights, more stickers here and here. And that's pretty much it for details. So, getting them compared to Mixmaster and Scrapper here, you can see, again, varies in size. I mean, he's a slightly bigger kind of crane. So we'll get these out of the way. I'm not sure what weapon he's supposed to have, but I believe it's supposed to be this blaster here. There really is no place to store it in vehicle mode, but we'll go ahead and get him to robot mode then. So I want to start out here by bringing this up and sliding this crane thing to the center. I think it's supposed to be in the center anyways. I can't. Anyways, so there's that. Bring that up. Then from here, bring the arms down. Just like that. Then from here, bring the feet down. Flatten those out. That will allow you to bring the whole front cab section of the truck down. Then these will just kind of... Right, so big thing here is there is a very large peg here at the front. I don't know why they needed to make it such a large peg, but there's that. Tab that in. Tab that into there. Same thing here. Pegs in right there. Bring this up, peg that in. Straighten out the lip, or get them standing as best you can. Devastator head keeps wanting to come out. Go ahead and bring this whole section. Okay, I guess it does need to be offset. There we go. So yes, centered is robot mode, offset is robot mode. Okay, now that I've got that, go ahead and bring this up, rotate the head around, and then we'll bring out the fists that actually do tab into place. And there we have Hook in robot mode. I believe he's supposed to be the second in command of the Constructicons. Honestly, can't remember. Oh, then pop the arms. There we go. So again, like before, a lot more purple revealed here in the torso. You do get some gold and red there, but primarily black with the purple. Then you get some silver here, red. Of course, silver on the shins and thighs. No other details. Robot mode head. Again, Hasbro just keeps nailing these robot mode designs. At least the heads. So, go ahead and give him his blaster here. By no means is it accurate to the original Hook blaster, but I believe this is the one that this set is supposed to use. So you get that. And as far as articulation goes, you do get a ball jointed head, so you get 360. You get a little bit more down, a little bit up, side to side. You get 360 at the shoulders, you get all the way out. You do get another elbow swivel, and about 180 degrees. That's more due to the transformation for Devastator. Nothing at the hips unless you want to completely sever his spine. Like, you can even give him a spine to stick out of there. Forward all the way, back all the way. Got a thigh swivel all the way out. Better proportioned legs, but can't get more than, I want to say, maybe 65 degrees. Got an ankle tilt, and a little bit forward and back. And for comparison, Here we have them with Scrapper and Mixmaster. So you can see the team so far coming together pretty good. Starting off with these three somewhat similar looking ones. Then we'll get on to Bone Crusher and Scrapper next. And then I'm saving Long Haul for last just because he's more involved, or he's got more to him as far as like, well, scale, obviously. And then just a matter of displaying all their accessories. So we'll go ahead and get these guys out of the way. And get Hook here back into our vehicle mode. Go ahead and clip those arms back into place. Flip the wrists back in. Just like that. Put that in. Go ahead and, actually, no, don't clip the legs together yet. Untab this, bring it up. Flip this, bring it up. Now we'll go ahead and tab and plug this together. Go ahead and there we go. Bring this up and back. Bring this up. And actually want to have the head facing up like that. Bring this all back. Clamps the shoulders up. And they will tab right in to there. Same thing on this side. And go ahead and slide that back towards the center, bringing down the crane arm. And there we have Hook back in vehicle mode. So yeah, not bad for, for Hook. Definitely got it better than I think both, but Mixmaster and Scrapper. So yeah, definitely improving so far. We'll see how the other ones fare out. So on to the next one. And here we have Scavenger. Go take a look at the Constructicon Excavator. He does have a couple points of articulation here right off the bat, so you can do kind of a digging motion. He does not have a joint here. That is one thing I do miss about the TFC Hercules Excaver, is it did have the joint there, as well as on the base, and of course, the bottom of it could rotate around so you can get different angles. You do get this, but it's more for combination. But yeah, I mean, not too bad for a small play feature for, I guess, pictures and whatnot. But again, you get your typical green, or Constructicon green and Decepticon purple. Get a little bit of red and silver here. It plays more into robot mode for some details. You get some black here for the venting. Some more red and silver there. There is, like I said, some stickers that I've added. Of course, you get the silver for the piston there, but not anywhere else. You do get some red and silver back there, but that's more, again, for robot mode. Got that really nice purple for the canopy, or I guess the cab. Canopy would be up top too. Anyway, bringing in the other three Constructicons, we've got, or Constructicons, whatever. Constructicons, ugh. We got Mixmaster, Scrapper, and Hook. As you can see, they all, once again, are fairly in scale with each other, being large construction vehicles. So, yeah, I mean, at least these three, or these two, are the most faithful to their design as far as vehicle modes. Scrapper's pretty close. I mean, it's not the open canopy like the G1 toy, but still a front-end loader, payloader, just not a bulldozer. We'll get to him next after Scavenger, but we'll get these guys out of the way for the time being. Now we can just focus on Scavenger. Now, for weapons, he does have, you can give him one of these, though you can't really do anything with it in vehicle mode. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and get on to transformation here. Give me a second here. There we go. So go ahead and collapse this back. I guess that could also work for, transport. But again, rolls really well like the others. He does have these two caster wheels and this little roller. So that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the transformation now. So untab these, bring them down, bring this whole section back. And then untab these, bring them around to form the upper torso. And before we go any further, bring this up so I can have this more in line. Fold that back. That'll allow you to rotate the arms up on both sides. Go ahead and flip out his fists. There's that. Bring up his legs. And actually, it's a little bit easier to untab that from there. Allow you to bring that up fully. Tab that in. And then these little sections here, we'll just lightly tab into the waist. Extend the legs. Flip out the toe and heel. There's that. Go ahead and open up the chest and flip out his head. And there we have Scavenger, or, you know, Square Mouth in robot mode. And he looks alright. Like, I mean, he looked like G1 Scavenger. He is definitely one of the weirder looking Constructicons, whether it be this toy or just in general. Like, just his body style is really strange, but can't help but find some endearment out of it, I guess. And just how odd it is. For some reason, mine... There we go. Get this at a better angle. There we go. So you can see he's got the silver here. You get some of that purple through the torso, but it's more prominent in his legs, obviously. And then you get the details I was saying before. Here it's, you know, just like a vent detail. Then here you get some like wiring and stuff. But yeah, not too bad. Head is on a slightly loose ball joint, but still does what it needs to. You get ball jointed shoulders, so you get 360. A little further up than all the way. You get elbow is on a ball joint, only gets 90 degrees, nothing at the wrists, nothing at the waist due to how it, you know, forms like half of the vehicle mode here. Forward and back at the hips are all on ball joints, but you don't get a ton of range due to the tab right here. You get almost all the way out. 90, a little less than 90 degrees at the knee, which, again, very small shins as compared to some of the others who had very big shins. He's got very tiny, or not shins, thighs, very tiny thighs. You do get a swivel out of it, though, and like I said, the knee joint, get all the way, and then some at the ankle. So, yeah, there is Scavenger. Here he is with Scrapper, Hook, and Mixmaster. So yeah, the team shaping up fairly good so far. Go ahead and get these out of the way. And give him his giant missile pod that he can use. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it does become a little tricky to stand, but you can use the shovel here as kind of a makeshift stand. And I guess that's how the G1 cartoon model looked with that hanging off the back. I just kind of tend to prefer that because it looks cleaner. Although I usually have them displayed as Devastator. So go ahead and get them back into vehicle mode. I'll just go ahead and collapse the legs, collapse the feet, collapse that down. Bring this whole section down. Open up the chest. Flip that in. Close that up. Flip in the fists. Bring these arms down just like that. Go ahead and collapse the cab back. Bring these up. Make sure it's all tabbed together. Bring this all down. Tab that into there. Same thing here. There we go. This will all collapse onto, yeah, collapse up to here. And that will fold down and then tab back onto there. And there we have Scavenger back in vehicle mode. So yeah, not a bad member of the team, but go ahead and move on to Bone Crusher. And speaking of Bone Crusher, here he is. So again, Bulldozer, very much as he should be. Much like Scrapper, he is a little bit more modernized, so you do get the fully enclosed cab instead of just the weird little canopy roof thing that was just like hovering over kind of like a early 1900s, mid 1900s Bulldozer. This is a lot more like 90s, early 2000s, I would want to say, maybe late 80s. Definitely more akin to what we are used to seeing. Be funny if someone made like a little add-on to cover this, just like the whole Killdozer thing. I don't know. You know, what happened was bad, but it was a really cool looking, like, armor. Anyways, moving on, he is a, well, he's a green Bulldozer. There's not much purple on him at all. Like, even down here, there's no purple. The only bit of purple that's really on him is the Decepticon symbol and the windows for the canopy. Or, you know, the cab. Do get one of the stickers here, one on the front. Do get the wash stripes there. So there is that, and he does also get one of these. Again, can't really put it anywhere on the vehicle, so it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get the others in here for comparison. So here we have Hook, Scrapper, Mixmaster, and Scavenger. So yeah, we just got long haul left after this, and that'll be, you know, the 6 Constructicons. So yeah, I mean, he fits in fairly well with the others. Definitely, you know, so we can highlight the differences between a Bulldozer and a front end loader. Bulldozer, more of a blade, pushes. You can use this to elevate and help move upward. This, it's a scoop. It moves, picks up dirt, and then it dumps it into the, usually either a pile or into a dump truck. So, difference between the two. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. Anyways, moving on to just talking about Bone Crusher here. You do get a few other, oh, I guess these are stickers too, I forgot about that. Do get some silver there, some silver venting here. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get them into robot mode. We'll untab these sections here. And here. Bring that down. Bring this out of the way. Bring these sections down. Now this is a bit tricky, but once you get it, it's pretty easy. So yeah, it's on a hinge. There is a tab slot, and then these two little hooked pieces all come together. If you get it just right. Whoop, unlike that. That was not just right. There we go. Straighten out and make sure the legs pop into place. Go ahead and flip out the robot feet. All straightened out. Bring this down. Bring these out. And straighten out the arms. Just like that. This is on a double hinge. You want to make sure that this bottom one, or this bottom panel, plugs into place. Bring this up. Plug it in. Actually, no, before we do that, we need to bring this canopy back. It is really tight. It's scary tight. I don't like when they do hinges on flat surfaces like that. I'll bring out the robot mode head. Put that in. And then this just kind of just sit against his back like that. Bring this down on the hinge, and that will just go right around there to form his chest. And of course the legs come undone. Usually it doesn't give me this many problems, but it just does not want to stay together. Almost had it. Right, give me just a second. All right, so there we go. Got it fixed as best I could. So anyways, yeah, again, not much, if any, purple, to speak of here, except for the paint on the hands, a little bit of paint here, and what was left from the vehicle mode on his back there. So just mostly a giant slab of green with a broad chest with some nice silver and red paint as well as that purple. They got the Decepticon symbol there. Plenty of silver on the arms. They went with the black plastic here, which I think works to break up the silver pretty well. Again, not really much as far as the legs go, as far as detail, just the treads and the colors. Really nice silver for the face. Once again, Hasbro nailed those head sculpts back in the day. So, very much like the old toy and cartoon, you do, well, as far as looks. And then you do get a ball jointed head, 360, get a little bit up and down, side to side. Get 360 at the shoulders on a ball joint, all the way out. You get a 90 degree at the elbow, but with the transformation, you do get 180. And it works as a swivel for the elbow, or the actual elbow, and kind of as a bicep swivel, as well as the ball joint on the shoulder. Nothing at the waist due to the transformation, but you do get forward at the hips. You get all the way back. His legs start to split apart once you start trying to move the hips. Get all the way out. Get a thigh swivel at the ball joint. Again, the legs are pretty much the same mold as Scavenger, so you only get a little under 90, but tiny thigh. And you get all the way at the ankle. So there we go. We'll go ahead and give him his rocket pod. So you can have that. And I forgot to mention, these do have like the missile caps molded on and everything. Looks very well done. So anyways, here he is. And then let's go ahead and get him compared to the other 4 Constructicons. Let me try to get that. There we go. So there is Hook, Mixmaster, Scavenger, and of course their boss and leader, Scrapper. So again, he fits in perfectly well with the others. I mean, he fits that aesthetic with the black helmet, silver face, red visor, except for, him. But yeah, I mean, he fits in just as he should. So, I mean, I don't know why that's a revelation for me. So, let's go ahead and get him back into vehicle mode. It is, again, fairly simple. Go ahead and fold up the arms. Bring the chest down. Untab the back section here. Fold his head in. Collapse the canopy. Bring this out of the way for the time being. Go ahead and bring these arms around like that, and fold these sections back, forming the main engine section of the bulldozer. These will kind of clip onto there, allowing you to bring this down and plug that in. Bring the section down. Untab these. Bring it all around. Collapse the legs and the feet. Tabbing onto here and here, as well as at the back there. Same scenario. Bring this up and around. Tab that in right there. Go ahead and collapse that. Close that up and tab that onto there. Fold this up on the hinge, and there we have Bone Crusher back in his vehicle mode. And again, like with Scavenger, he does roll good, or fairly good. He's got another roller here and the 2 caster wheels, so I forgot to point that out earlier. So yeah, there he is. So let's go ahead and move on to the final member before we combine into Devastator. Alright, the 6th and final member of this team, of course, is Long Haul. He is the leader class, well, Voyager. I don't know why they call him a Voyager when he's obviously a leader. But big, chunky dump truck. I mean, listen to him rolling around. Those are some big, chunky tires. And yeah, huge dump truck here. He's got some stickers here on the front. There are some more here for combine mode that we'll look at later. But yeah, one big thing about this guy is weapon storage. His particular weapon for the robot mode is this. So we'll go ahead and display all the weapons on him. Let's bring these all. Actually, no, hang on. Go ahead and bring in Scavenger, Scrapper, Mixmaster, Bone Crusher, and of course Hook. So here are all 6 Constructicons. There we go. So yeah, you can see how much of a behemoth he is in vehicle mode. So get these guys out of the way so we can focus on showing him with all these weapons and how they attach to him. Start. Should bring them all into view here. Okay, so first thing, this center piece that goes with Mixmaster goes right there on the front. Take this one that we had with Hook, plugs right into there. His blaster goes right there. You take these little wing pieces, there is either a little indentation somewhere, or just somewhere along here. There is a spot. Oh, right there. That will just clip right onto there. Same thing on this side. We'll just clip into place. Then you just take these missile pods and plug them in like that. And there we have Long Haul doing the thing he's least fond of and just carrying everything. Just in general, like, hates the job that he has been given as a Constructicon. Be the one to carry everything around. So there is that. You can have these pointed up, or you can put them on the other way, have them pointed out. But this at least keeps everything fairly inside the bed of the truck. Go ahead and take these off for now. Ah, everything's falling. Untap that. Get that. Come on. There we go. All right. So yeah, I mean, primarily green. You do get some purple there for the fuel tanks. I guess these are supposed to be fuel tanks. I'm not sure. Of course, a lot of black paint here for the grill. You get the silver for the headlights. Nice big Decepticon symbol there. Do get some silver for, or purple for the windows. Big exhaust pipe here that, yeah, I mean, that's going to blow smoke all over the back here. Get some more black paint there. Of course, the silver there that will be the thighs for Devastator. And of course, big chunk of purple there. So let's go ahead and get this guy into robot mode. Big problem before that is cannot dump. So unfortunately, cannot use the dump truck as intended. Alright, so to get things started on long haul, we'll just untab what will be the robot mode arms. Then from here, we'll bring up the front here. That'll allow us to wiggle this free. There we go. Get that out of the way. Same thing there. Bring that up out of the way. And from here, it's been a while since I've gotten this guy into robot mode, so please bear with me. Untab this from here, bring it up. We'll go ahead and pop his head up out of there. Bring this up and forward. Bring this back. Flip. Spread his legs, flip these out, come his feet, and rotate this whole thing around. Bring these up, bring the arms down, and there we have who will be forever known as Sideways Elbow Action. Thank you, Theo, for that. Long haul. So, yeah, there it is. But yeah, I mean, he is really dumpy looking. That's the only problem I have with him, is his proportions are just awful. Like, dude is a brick. So yeah, there he is, and for comparison, here is, so I'll move him back, Scavenger, Hook, Scrapper, Bone Crusher, oh, there goes the legs. Alright, so there's Bone Crusher. Split these a little bit, and you know, switch Mixmaster here with Scrapper. As you can see, all 6 Constructicons in shot there. So yeah, dude is huge. Get these guys out of here. And for his accessory, we'll bring in this blaster again, give him that. Who's got that? For articulation, his head is on, I think it's a ball joint, but it is extremely limited. Do get very limited shoulders, do get 360, and of course, no actual elbow, but you do get the transformation joint. If we bring this up, you do get a waist joint, although it is a very loud ratchet. We get ratcheted hips to there, and then you can get a knee. Knee 90 degrees. Again, the shin is the same length as the thigh, so it just really throws things off. Now, I've seen one thing to where you can bring this up and kind of use the combined mode feet as sort of pseudo robot legs, although I can't remember how it goes. So, just best to keep it like that. So for robot mode details, we do get some more of the silver. Of course, the red. Get the little detail there with the red triangle and a little bit of silver. But everything else is pretty much truck detail. You do get to see that purple standing out here. Of course, you got the nice silver painted head with the red visor. So, I mean, looks-wise, he's okay. I mean, from here up, excluding the arms, which, so, not great. So, go ahead and remove the blaster, get him back in the truck mode. It is a matter of bringing this up, then rotate the waist, flip in the feet, bring this section up, or untab these, bring them down, like that. The head in, Then bring up this section here. This will form the front of the truck again. And there we have long haul back. Make sure this tab's in. There we go. And there we have long haul back in dump truck mode. So let me get all these guys ready to go and we'll get right into combination. All right, so here we have all of the Constructicons together and we're going to start getting into the combine mode. So first one we're going to start with here is Scrapper. He is the simplest one to get into combine mode. So the one thing you want to do beforehand is come under here, bring these up, just like that. That's all you got to do for that part. Rotate the cab section here to where the point of the Decepticon symbol is, or you know, the bottom part is facing that way. Bring up the scoop here. Bring arms around. There is a little clip there that will clip onto that bar. Same thing on this side. Bring that back, clip it in. There's a slot there and a tab right here on this bar that will tab into place. And then these sections of the bottom of the arm, or yeah, the bottom side of the arm will act as the heel support. So there is Scrapper ready to go. Again, fairly simple. For Mixmaster, it's somewhat similar. So you'll bring this whole section here forward, acting as, you know, the original cab did. Bring out this here to form a heel. And what I like to do to give this some articulation for the ankle is bring the arm down there. You can do the same over here. It just looks a little weird having it hanging off like that. You got that. Actually, what we need to do first is go ahead and keep that untabbed. Bring this up. Straighten out the leg for a moment. Bring this up. Flip this out. Flip this section out. We'll go ahead, collapse this down again. That. And then just pretty much go right back to truck mode with these pieces hanging back. So you got that ready to go. So next we'll focus on Scrapper. Go ahead and bring this up out of the way. You can have it hanging down like the G1 toy, but it looks better like that, or you can even have it up here. Honestly, whichever way you want to have it go. I just tend to keep it folded up like that. So untab these here. That will allow you to bring, so untab this, bring it all the way down, rotate it, and there is one arm. We'll actually go ahead and grab this piece here, flip it out. I'll form the fist, and just plug it right onto that 5mm port. And there is one arm done. Go ahead and rotate the fist. You want to make sure you hold on to the sides here because it is just a friction clip. There is no pin going through, so just hold that and you'll be able to rotate. So there is one arm done and ready to go. Do pretty much the same thing here with Bone Crusher. I almost said Neck Breaker, but that's the TFC name. Bring this down. And if you want, you can either leave the blade like this. I tend to fold it up like that just to make it look a little bit more solid. But, I mean, it does kind of get in the way of articulation. So, there's that. Rotate it this way. Grab the other fist here. Bring it out. Rotate 90 degrees. And we'll just plug right onto that, forming the other forearm. So that is ready to go. We'll go ahead and form the weapons here. So for his blaster or blaster rifle, Just go ahead and plug it together like that, and there you got Devastator's weapon. And then for the chest piece, we'll just plug that into there like that, and into there. So there is our chest piece ready to go. Then we'll go ahead and do hook here. Go ahead and move that down. Go ahead and pop it here, and there we go. There. These will clip together. Then bring out this clip right there. Flip down this piece. Oh, not yet, not yet. And from here, open up the canopy. That'll allow you to flip out that for the arms to plug onto. And this side, it just flips out. And then just slide that down and make sure this is all the way slid across. So there is hook ready for combine mode. Take long haul, sorry, his name escaped me for a moment there. Bring this out, untab the wheels, and then go ahead and start raising this up. Just like we're going into robot mode, we want to bring this whole section up to here. Bring that down, it'll tab right into there, but before we go ahead and do that, actually no, we want that to stay as it is. Bring down or untab the feet, rotate this forward, go and clip that back, that will lock. Don't know how well you can see it, but there is a little tab right there that does move. It's part of that black piece there, so just go ahead and fold that up. That will loosely lock it in place. It's all tighter on this side. And we'll flip out these sections here, forming the front of the thighs. We'll go ahead and bring this up. We're going to robot mode. Bring that up like that. Up like that. And there we have the lower torso of Devastator. So we'll go ahead and start with the legs, starting with Mixmaster here. There is a little track there, two little sections here. We'll just slide right on. What's going on here? Again, just slide that onto there. Now this, you kind of got to flex the plastic a little bit, but it will pop in and lock in to there. There's a little bar and clip, just like that. On this side, right there. So there we got one leg attached. Same thing over here. There's the little clip, little track. Just like that. Same thing here. This actually does allow you to bend it better to clip that in. Same thing over here. That will just kind of tab in the back there. So there are the lower legs of Devastator. I guess the legs of Devastator. Moving up to here, we've got the upper torso. So we've got 2 points right here. Got that. And we also have 2 slots here. Will just fit right over onto there, and then just a matter of lining those tabs with those slots. There we go. And there we go. So there is torso pretty much put together. We'll go ahead, or no, first add arms. So there is this tab here. This will be plugging into there. see if I can get the camera up any higher. There we go. So we'll just go ahead and plug that. Got to stand up for this. So this will just kind of clip onto there. And again, you'll just take that little tab on Long Haul's arm and it will plug into the tread on Bone Crusher. There we go. And the same thing on this side with Scavenger. So we'll just clip that in. That over here. We'll take that, plug it into there. So there we have the arms attached. Last, we got this. So we got two clip sections here that'll go on to these openings on the side of Long Haul's grill. There's also two sets of clips that will go right here on the treads, and this little clip will go right into there, and there's that peg that will go into that section right there on hook. So lots of securing points. So right there, put that in there, tab into there. There we have Devastator's whole upper torso ready. Now we'll just go ahead and flip down the head. And there we have Devastator fully combined and ready to go. We'll go ahead and give him his blaster here, which is just this big rectangular slot or tab. And there we go. So there we have Devastator. So big, green, chunky lad. Just for comparison, let's go ahead and bring in the most recent combiner. That being Menasor, so you can see how huge Devastator is. So yeah, this is a full-on Titan at 18 inches tall. Big, chunky robot. So his head is on a swivel, although it does not like to stay tabbed in there. You do get a swivel here at the shoulder. It is very high up though. It does get the full range nonetheless. You do get all the way up and out. Do get a bicep swivel, 90 degrees at the elbow, and of course wrist swivel, opening hands. Do get kind of a weird joint there with how the Scavenger works. And then you can, like I said, you can bring that out, you can rotate it and have it up like that. So I just prefer having it collapsed. Same thing here on Bone Crusher. If you move the blade out of the way, you get the 360, get all the way out. You get a swivel, 90 at the elbow, swivel at the wrist, and an opening hand. You get a waist swivel. That's about as far as it goes, either direction. Hips on a very loud ratchet. Then forward on a loud ratchet, or clicky ratchet, not so much back. It's about as far back as it goes. Do get a thigh swivel. Do get 90 at the knee. So you got that. And you do get a ankle tilt on both Mixmaster and Scrapper. So yeah, that is the full combined mode of Devastator. So yeah, I mean, that is the Constructicons. I am not going to do the transformation back to robot mode for these. It's pretty much just going straight back to vehicle mode. You just undo everything. So I guess, yeah, that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm not going to take this thing apart just to make sure I cover everything, because I pretty much have already. And this is a almost 10-year-old. It's an 8-year-old figure. So that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of Combiner Wars Devastator. Are you going to get the new one that is rumored to be coming out? Yes, that's why I've done this video. Listings have popped up thanks to JT Prime of a deluxe Bone Crusher and Scavenger, as well as a Voyager, Mixmaster, and Scrapper. And possibly going to be the Commander class are Hook and Long Haul. So personally, I'm super excited. We definitely need a new Devastator. As cool as this one it is, very outdated. I'm looking forward. I hope we get to see some images of it at some point, or at least, you know, a couple of them, so we can get an idea. It'd be really cool if they came with the trumpets that they had in the movie. I think that'd be a hilarious little add-on, just like how Grimlock and Slag came with, you know, their human partners. I think it'd be hilarious if they all came with their little trumpets or bugles. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to let me know what you think of Devastator below. Are you excited for the new one? And yeah, be sure to check out those links as well. And I will see you guys all in the next video. This has been a long one. So long and take care.